Life will break your heart. And life may take everything you have and everything you hope for. But there is one kind of prosperity gospel that I believe in. I believe that in the darkness, even there will be beauty and there will be love. And every now and then, it will feel like more than enough.
Without a doubt, life can be unfair. It can be uncontrollable. It can be unpredictable. It's just some of those events that we just can't control. So why hold on to it? That is what I learned from my second concussion of this year. I have practically spent the last 3 years of my life dedicated to the betterment in my wrestling career. I've sacrificed summers, family time, friends, and my own comfort to be better at this sport. I would think about practice and matches almost every hour of the day during class, at home, and at times I would sacrifice my own well-being to be better at this sport. I was obsessed, really. And you think after all this time and sacrifice, I would be amazing and very efficient at this sport. But that could be seen as the complete opposite. November 13, 2023, I would suffer my first concussion of this year. This would be my second ever major head injury, where the last one was from December 2022. A month into the actual season, I would be recovering, sitting on the sidelines, watching my teammates, and soon enough I would become envious of them. I would have liked to think that once I got out of this injury, that I'd make this epic comeback and win all these matches and prove to myself that this wasn't a waste of the past 3 years. That would be my senior record halfway through the season. I needed a win to prove that the sport I loved and cherished was still my sport. And if I didn't win, soon enough, it would have broke me. It would have broke me. So when this tournament came around, I was so confident and ready to wrestle that day. I knew that things would have changed for the better when I win this match. That's what I truly thought and believed. My asthma, my concussion, and any self-doubt that I had in my mind completely left me. I felt free, and everything was lined up for me to win. And I was winning. I was scoring points, getting takedowns, and I was happy knowing that there was still hope for me in this sport. Until there wasn't. The score was 8-3. I chose bottom to get an extra point, and all I needed to do was break the grip that was holding me. That's when he would pick me up and my left arm would be trapped, unable to brace for impact. So I land on my shoulder and then my head would hit the ground, bouncing like a ball. December 2023, I would suffer my third ever concussion. I knew this would be my last match ever, knowing that I could have won, but I still lost. And when I got home, I sulked around. I was sad and I was unmotivated to do anything. I thought to myself, why even try anymore, right? It's not like I'd be a state champion or be known as a great wrestler. That sadness is when I remembered a goal I made for myself before the season even started. That being to just finish the year off and do everything I can, even if I win or lose. I knew that I didn't want to be a wrestler, but I still wanted to win and do the best I could because it pushed me to limits I never knew I could ever achieve when I was younger. And they would eventually lead me to wanting to become a nurse and a pediatrician. In the past 3 years, I've learned a lot from sports and how much it has changed me for the better. But something that really stood out to me the most was how it made me a more compassionate and better person. It showed me that I worked hard and I could appreciate my own hard work. It has shown me that I like to help people because it's the right thing to do. And importantly, it has shown me the many opportunities that wrestling has given me. Sometimes I would think back to the first time I'd ever wrestle and how I won my first ever wrestling match, right? All bloody and out of breath and feeling like my heart would explode. That feeling would contrast a terrible feeling that I had when I was 12-ish, when my asthma was at its worst. I could barely move and I heavily relied on medication to get through daily life. Wrestling allowed me to move people when I couldn't even move myself. I was able to be comfortable in a singlet when I was self-conscious, when I was fully clothed, and be proud even with injuries, unlike me when I was ashamed to be in a hospital. As I compete and I look at myself now, I'm truly proud of the person I've become. I didn't aspire to go to a D1 college and compete in a sport, but I chose to challenge myself over and over again for the hardships elsewhere in life, like the medical field, so that I could be strong for long shifts, so I could be strong for my little nephew that I love so dearly, and to be strong for my future self and my family. So yes, my career as an athlete is virtually over and probably doesn't mean anything in the books or records. My hopes of going to state finals and placing are virtually over, and wrestling my senior night, a day that I valued so much since my sophomore year, has been stripped away from me. But I'm not upset. I'm really not upset about it. I was given teammates and friends that I will remember for a lifetime, a sense of unwavering determination in everything I do, and this great pursuit of self-betterment. There's nothing I can do to get rid of my concussion or make it less dangerous, but I can focus on what I can do. And I choose to focus on becoming a person who is helpful, a person that can bring out the best in people around him, and focusing on my nursing degree and soon enough become a pediatrician one day. Because all we can do is hope that things get better and hard times will pass. And that is what any of us can ever truly believe during our lives. Life is unpredictable, and we can't control everything that happens, but we can control our approach to it. And I'll continue to approach my life with dignity and unwavering determination to not only get through this hurdle, but the next and the next after that. Thank you.